official. Start of the 2024 Formula Drift season is media day. We're up in the tower. It's gonna be wild. Cool. Later, but I think you guys got us in there. Although I've been here since Monday, today's going to be like my first day of actually doing a lot of vlogging. Few reasons for that. One, I spent a lot of time just not inspecting, but sitting through all the tech inspections to look for changes in cars, ask drivers, see what goes on there. I didn't film it. I honestly didn't want to. I might do it for pro spec. So I wanted to feel it out. And that's kind of like the thing I'm working through with a lot of the stuff with FD is like, hey, like I have access to this. How much do I film? How intrusive and invasive do I want to be? So super conscious. But today is Thursday, my dudes. It is going to be basically when everybody is here, final tech inspections happen, and then obviously we have the parade. So I want to make sure I vlog that. But yeah, right now my room is an absolute shit show, and I kind of have to get everything consolidated and put into one place, get it on my backpack, be able to take that down to the track and get set up. Another cool thing, shouts out to Super 73. So they hooked up a bunch of the FD staff for this event with bikes. So I've got, I think it's the Miami, it's like a big fat tire bike. So I get to rip around on that all weekend, which is actually super sick. Don't even know what to say. The fact that I was even offered to do that. They obviously know what I'm like, so. But yeah, right now, what time is it? 8 o'clock. So I gotta consolidate all my stuff down to one backpack and then be down there for 10. Still need to get another coffee and get some more work done. But yeah, today's the first real kickoff. Oh, Stooky's car. I fit really well in here. I'm just saying.
Let's go through the pages and stuff. So this is all online. So like when I'm on the line, I got purge, I got a yeet, which is just a high idle button that helps because we're still front rack.
Warms up.
Yeah, pages to go through different stuff.
Wild.
These
Nice.
are all Casey brain.
Full input.
Stuff.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, and then once we get the tire temp sensors and everything wired in,
Boost
we'll have
target.
another page that will be just like a set of Corsa kind of.
The tire temp sensors are key.
Yeah, ECU Masters has some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do. Employees. Woo! Damn, boy. All right, so it's officially time for the parade. So everybody is all lined up. Got the Super 73 for it. Yeah, it gets a little wild. So hopefully it should be fun though. All right, a little bit of a track. Walk or drive for Rudy? I think you need a bigger bike, sir.
I'm not allowed to have a bigger bike.
For safety reasons?
For safety reasons.
Yeah, I believe it.
Apparently this is probably too fast.
Okay, so we're out at the start line. You can see, it's hard to tell on TV, but there's actually like a really big run up here And the other big update, as Mr. Sopa sneaks in behind me, is we're going to run 2 burnout boxes, which should hopefully keep the show flowing a little bit better. It's the first time they've done it at Long Beach. They tested it out for the last couple of years, and it's worked out really well. But yeah, this is kind of what you're seeing, but where those tires are way in the distance back there. There we go. That is the first zone. So you can see the 3-2-1. Yeah, it's still a long run up. Okay, super hard to tell. So we're at the 3-2-1 cone. That is how far they have to go when they initiate. So it's a fair clip. Like, it's not, that's your run up. There are your cones. So it's a pretty decent distance. Yeah, we're still getting everything all ready to go, but yeah, it's definitely a hike. Okay, one of my favorite things to do is to come and look at dead tires. Now, I don't always know, obviously, who's running them. Sometimes you can guess, sometimes you can't. But some interesting stuff to look at are these Kumos. So obviously, whoever's driving these, 275. So could be Jeff Jones, could be a couple different drivers. I'm looking at the GTs. So I just want to see if I find anything that's like weird. Okay, so whatever these are starting to cap. These look like they're GTs as well. Don't know the situation, but you can see by the discoloration, they definitely got hot. So I love to come in here, see what's going on with them. The Nexans are another one I want to look at, and just kind of like understand how the tires are performing. So Champiros, they're picking up some rubber. Obviously it can be a little tough. So same thing here. Look at these Kumos again. They've still got life left, but these outer ridges are gone. So they almost turn into a semi-slick, which is wild. Yeah, all right. So I do this a lot. I come and look. I want to see how the tires are going, how things are changing. So we'll keep you in the loop on these, but I'm not seeing anything that's like concerning. I'm not seeing like one set. These would be Dean Carney's, I bet. Yeah, 355. So these are Dean Carney's tires, right down to the wears, but they held up really well. So just something to pick up on, just to understand how the guys are doing and what everything's looking like. These are worn right down. What are these? Right into the cords, but they held up. These are the Kendas. Oh shit, okay. So they still got some, like, I mean, they're down, but which is actually a good sign, because the Kendas last year had an issue with wear where they weren't wearing and it didn't provide a lot of grip. So it looks like that's been solved. So lots of cool info you can find from these. Another set of tires here. You've got this rainbow coloration, which means they've been heat checked pretty heavily. Well, I mean, they could have picked up something, but yeah, it's a little insight. Some of my research. There's the Nexans. So these look like they're new. I mean, new compound, but you can see they've held up. There's a small amount of chunking here and there, but overall looks good. Just alignment's not perfect, but it's gonna happen. All right, this is up in the booth. This is a little setup. So the live stream cam's here. This gentleman over there is doing some audio setup. That's where Jared and I sit. And then back here is where full audio setup is. A bunch of wires and boxes. I have no idea what they do.
Hey,
this looks important. What's up, bud? So yeah, this is basically the view that we get just from down in there. So pretty sick. All right, just finished up the first practice stream. Do like it. A couple things I think I want to rework with it, but pretty happy with it. Ryan's a fan. Yeah, also, that's all spotters. Those are all people. Those are all spotters, so it gives you a bit of an idea. So it was fun. I enjoyed it. I want it to feel a little bit more like a hangout, but let's get through the nerves, get through the rough patch, and we'll get there.
Roya Manoa and Adam LZ, our first ever seeding bracket finals. Manoa, 14 years old, would love to start the season with this great momentum, speed momentum, going to that first outside zone.
All right, just wrapped up. Man, so wild, so much fun. That seating bracket was nuts. Connor Shanahan is here to screw things up. Hiro Manoa is here to screw things up. This is the future. This is the future of drifting. You're witnessing right now what we are going to see. I'm so incredibly pumped. Great broadcast. Chris Yule, good job, dude.
Thank you.
Good job. No, you crushed it. You were out of the way. It's easy now. So Chris was judge now, basically running all the cars running through. So got to get him on the podcast. Dude's worked like every job here, so I'm gonna calm down a little bit, maybe grab a bite to eat. We'll see what happens after that. It is Saturday morning. I went to bed really early last night, but I'm shockingly tired, so I can get that sorted. I need more coffee. I only had one, which for me is not a lot, but got burritos. You can't see that. Burritos for breakfast, chorizo, so I'm happy. It's got to tear it down. Still no carb. Well, I had a couple of carbs, but nothing like major, so pretty pumped for that. Okay, so up in the booth, hopefully you can hear me. So basically, this is what I get for paperwork. Bracket, and obviously breaks everything down so I can keep track of everything. And then this is my run a show. So it kind of talks about the different things we need to talk about, roughly, you know, when. But yeah, that's basically it. That's all I got. I do have notes on my phone that I keep. But yeah, all things considered, that's basically it. Lots of liquids, which means I gotta run to the bathroom a lot. Backpack. Big man goes right there. That's about it. Tiny little screen, but... And then there's Chris. Chris sees everything. All right, top 32 is done. That was wild. It was hectic. You know, obviously some controversy there with the Connor and the Turk thing. But what it came down to at the end, for clarification, is they would just check the leads. Connor had a better lead. So that's it. It's tough. It's tough. The new rule set it's good and bad, but the new rule set is the new rule set. That's it. Okay, I don't know if I talked about it, but we are going to rerun Turk and Connor. Really, really interesting thing. I'll try and break it down later. I'm going to try and announce it on the live stream and break that down, but it's a really crazy scenario.
You know what's also crazy? When you interrupt somebody's video like this.
Matt Soba is just crazy. Look how fucking crazy tall he is. It's amazing, huh? All right, so we're out before opening ceremonies. It is wild. The pit is absolutely packed full of people. There's Dyer Shahar over there. Damn, this is sick.
Let me get mine.
This is pretty wild.
You guys know about the national.
Wow, those are young guys in the videos, right?
Crazy change of scenery. Look at this. The wet bands of Formula Drift.
Judges are having a car.
I'm just laughing. Oh man, James, look at this.
Might as well get much better.
Yeah, no, great storyline, huh? It's perfect.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah. Through the fire and flames.
I got a burn.
Guys are amazing. How did we get that car back on track this week? It's unbelievable. So huge thanks to the team. I think when we all saw it first time, we thought it might be impossible, but...
All right, the main event might be over, but I still have work to do, apparently. I'm just kidding. Podcast time, so get to go do this in the fun of the rain, but this is what it is. Back to work. I did get a quick snack in, though. Waiting to get access to James Dean for his interview and check this bad boy out. How great's that? Might be gone, but not forgotten. Love it. All right, it's late. I'm finally done. One of the best interviews I've ever had with James Dean. One of the best interviews I've ever had, period. But that's pretty much a wrap here. I'm all done. I gotta pack my gear up. I gotta edit this podcast so I can get it out to you guys right away. Thank you so much for all the support and the kind words during the live stream. Yeah, I'm just honored that I even get this job. What's up? Yeah, wow. And thank you everybody who bought a hat. If you're interested, you can get a link in the bio. If you're wondering why, yeah, anyways, I'll talk about that thing later. But thank you again. We'll catch everybody next time.